shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who is fearless. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause in a world of reckless automobiles. These are my motovlogs. Hey, what's up, YouTube? Today, I'm joined by a special person in this video, Mr. Charlie Brown, the Godfather of the Honda Goldwing. We are in his garage, and he's going to talk a little bit about some of the trophies and awards that he have achieved over the years. Mr. Charlie Brown, thanks for having me in your garage here today.
It's good to be here, man.
All right. All right. I mean, you got so much history on the walls. Your trike is beautiful as ever. I mean, I don't know where to begin. So why don't you just tell my audience, for the people that may not know you, just tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been doing Goldwings, how you got started,
okay,
and tell us about some of the awards that you have on your wall here today.
Okay. All right, well, first of all, I want everybody to know I'm glad to know that there's an interested audience out there to learn about this journey I've had. It all started back in 1965, man. I was a young man. I've been riding motorcycles ever since I was 13 years old. And my whole dream was to one day have a beautiful bike or a good-looking bike that I could be proud of. So I started out with the 350 Honda Deluxe in 1966. I bought one, and then in 1969, the 750 Honda came out. So I decided I wanted a bigger bike, and I bought me a 750 Honda. And I had a family member that lived in Cleveland, Ohio, and that was where I got my first dose of bike shows and car shows. And so I came back to Chattanooga, and I decided I wanted to build me a custom motorcycle or do something to them. And when I was younger, I had bicycles that I always tried to trick out and make them look better and make them look cool. So I took that little bit of experience as a young cat and started thinking about building a custom motorcycle, and that's where it began. And that 750 I built was a beautiful start because I was raw, the bike was new, and everybody was looking to see what could beat head. And I took that bike and I turned it into a nice looking little mild custom situation that was what it was called back then. And I entered my first bike show, and naturally, it being in 1969, it was some resistance because America here was still adjusting to having diversity and stuff like that. So as a young black man, I had a little journey that I had to go through where the bumps and bruises created a better perspective of what I wanted to do in this sport. On this wall is a variety of awards, and I've been doing this for 50 this year. And when I attended my 2 shows that I've done in January and February, there was 56 years that I've been at this consecutively. I've not missed a show in 56 years. And I was given an award 2 years ago, a few years back, for my, what they call the Heritage Award for being the oldest living consistent contestants of bike shows and car shows in America. And they gave me a 50-year award recognizing me and gave me the status of the Godfather of Goldwings. And I really say Goldwings is the bike I love because it's so smooth and pretty. I do own a 1975 Goldwing that I bought 10 years ago that had been sitting about 30 years, and I restored it. And I have it in my lounge at a dealership here in the Tennessee areas over in East Ridge, Tennessee. And it's in my lounge, which is named the Godfather's Lounge. And it's a beautiful bike. And also it's been in several antique shows and won People's Choice Awards several times. And these awards that you see on the wall, they go anywhere from showing at Harley Davidson dealerships to indoor shows that were put on by the ISCA or the IMBBA. And the IMBBA was the company that did the shows in the Georgia area called the Great American Motorcycle Show. And then you got the Full Throttle shows I've been in, and also the Easy Rider shows. So I've attended a lot of major competition indoor, and that's where really prefer to do, the indoor shows, because they have a criteria that you have to meet. They have a way they judge the bikes, and it's really sharpens your skill when you deal with those shows because they have certain standards that the bike and your ability to build a bike have to meet. I have several awards, as you can see behind me. A lot of pictures of along the way with different celebrities and different people in the television world and the movie world, and just I could just go on and on about different things and different awards, and it would take hours to break it down. But there's some stories here to go with every award I got on here, and along the way, I just want young people, young men and women that enjoy the sport of motorcycling to just see what you can accomplish if you stay with your dream and just see what you accomplish if you just don't give up and get out there and travel and find out the different things. One of the things I really push is the fact that it's a sport that is not going anywhere, and it's a love for bikes that keeps it alive. And I mainly now ride three-wheelers, and what you see in the picture is my latest recreation of what I think Honda could do if they actually built a three-wheel from the factory. And really, I don't really call myself a custom builder, but I call myself a recreator of the product. And so everything I do, it falls in the custom language, but it's a recreation of what I think they should have looked like from the factory, or either what they could look like if you take your own imagination and start putting it to use by taking that canvas and recreating what you think it should look. But this is Charlie Brown. I've always wanted to build me a motorcycle that was brown, and Honda came out with this DCT in 2018, which is a beautiful riding bike. It's very smooth and very quick and so comfortable you can't even imagine that a bike could be that comfortable. And when Honda came out in 2018 with the DCT, they only made 500 of these in brown, and they only made 300 of them in automatic, and then the other 200 was 6 speed. This was a 1 year color so far. They haven't brought it back, but it's called Pearl Stallion Brown, and that opened the door for me to build this bike because I wanted to build one brown. I originally bought a DCT in 2018, but it was white. They didn't have no brown ones available. But luckily, along the way, 2 years later, someone had bought one of these and brought it back and traded it for a newer one. And when they traded for a new 2023, I jumped on it and I got it and I took it apart, and now here's what it is. Here's what you see. So today I'm going to have it in about a couple of hours headed to this dealership because we're having our 20-year anniversary at the store here in Tennessee. It's called Southern Honda Power Sport. And we're going to be giving away a brand new 2024. And I'm just really excited about Chris being here and being one of our guests at the store. The cat has got a great following. I follow him. I met him a few years back at the Honda Hoop in Knoxville, Tennessee. Myself, him, and Cornell Luckett got together and was just shooting the breeze with each other. And we decided from that day that we would continuously keep up with each other and continuously stay in touch with each other. So with that said, like I said, there's plenty here that I can go on and on about. I honestly want to give my kudos to guys that are out there doing what they do to the Goldwing product, making it look good, helping other guys to jumpstart their ideas and their dreams. Their Goldwing takeover they had down there in Florida, I was proud of those guys doing what they done with showing the HD guys that those bikes were the only ones that could sound good. They had quality stereos and stuff on them. I personally think anything that somebody can do to jumpstart somebody else's interest in the Honda product is a powerful step to take, because for a long time, the community in the motorcycle world was assumed with the idea that Harley was the only bike. But it's a good bike, it's a good product, but I'm a Honda man. And I tell people, the word H stands for Honda, not Harley Davidson. So with that said, I hope I got some guys out there that's really interested. If you're ever in the area, come by the store, Southern Honda Power Sport. Have a lounge there named after it. And when people actually come, I actually got a little small perk I'll give them for a souvenir that they can take with them. And then it's called the Godfather's Lounge. And if you ever touch base with me and I invite you to the studio, you know, a lot of guys call it their garage, but I call this the studio. This is where I build the bikes. This is where you see memorabilia, trophy awards, things that people have done over the years and sent me. And it's just better known as my studio, Charlie Brown Studio, and my wife calls it your man cave, and that's the way I like it. I think it's a beautiful thing. And Chris, I want to thank you, man, for being the gentleman that you are, and taking little unknown stories and things going on in America from a diversity side, and let them know that hey, cats like yourself, young guys like yourself, I'm the old buzzard in the game. And there are a couple of guys out there I met earlier last year that was out riding the bikes, and they inspired me because one of them was 89 years old, and the other one was 91, and they was on their way. No, not the bike week. They was going the distance to lay out and let that cool water and the sand run through their toes while they chill. And I told them, I said, "Ah, y'all gonna make me jealous. I can't go today, but I wish I was going with you." So it's you can ride, and if you ride a three-wheel, I got a thing I always say: if you got a two-wheel, you got a Cadillac of motorcycles when it's a Goldwing. But if you make it into a three-wheel, now you got a Bentley, bro. All you got to do is chill and just put up to the light. And they might call it the old man's trike, but I guarantee you, if they ever get on one, especially this new DCT, they gonna love it because that's the way to roll. And with that said, I just say the Goldwing is this: cheap ain't good, and good ain't cheap. And that's what a Goldwing is. It's a good motorcycle, and it'll always be a good motorcycle. And I like to say to Ultimate Seat, my friend Dave, Southern Power Sport, Cal Downey, and also my friend that is one of the IMBBA judges that taught me when I was going to class to learn how to be a judge, Freddie Arnold, out of Atlanta, Georgia area. All those gentlemen I just named are inspirational, and I love the fact that we got the young guys like Chris and other guys out there that's doing stuff like with what they're doing with their talents and the installations that they do in those videos and stuff. You do a great job, so keep that work up.
But Charlie Brown, I appreciate you, man. You know, I put out over 1,500 YouTube videos, all about the Goldwing. I like to keep my bike clean. I like to keep it nice. But what you have accomplished, what you have put together, man, I can't even touch this. He has so many awards on his wall from down through the years. What year did you get started, Charlie Brown?
1968 is when I started.
1968. See, I wasn't even born yet. You know, I didn't come along to 1972. So he has been blazing a trail through history with these Honda Goldwings and his builds and the things that he's done with the Honda Goldwing. I mean, I tip my hat to you. You know, they say you give a person flowers when they're living. And I just want to give you flowers, my brother, and say thank you. I appreciate everything you've done. Okay, you are an inspiration to me. Mm-hmm. So even though I put out a lot of material and I've done a lot of videos on the Honda Goldwing, it is nothing in comparison to what you have done through the years. I don't have one trophy. So this brother has a plethora, an arsenal of trophies. So I just like to thank Mr. Charlie Brown for just inviting me to his studio to check out some of his awards.
This is the latest one. This is on Charlie Brown, where I took it and recreated it. And they got the Outstanding Paint Award on a motorcycle. And this award came at this latest show in 2023. And then in 2024, I was given another award of excellent, which is award that's here. That if I can be allowed to hold it up, you'll see. And these are the kind of awards that make you feel good about doing what you do. not just an award for first place in your class, but an award for your workmanship and for the things that you've done to get that product to be what you would call eye candy to the next guy that comes along. And this is what I tell young kids. This is what you can do to bring pride into your heart, into your soul, and to make your family members proud. And the one thing, Chris, I want to bring to your attention is I want everybody to know this cat right here in this picture with me was the night they gave us my award for Heritage Award for 50 years being in the business of showing bikes and stuff from the day I started. And this right here, my friend, the gentleman right there in the picture, he stood up for me as a black man and fought for me to be in that show because they did not want me to be there. They told me point blank, we don't have any of y'all in this show. But that gentleman there, he knew me from the dealership where I worked at as a young mechanic, and he lived long enough for both to accept this award. And then a year later, he passed away. But I just think it was God's doing for him to be there to see it, what he stood up and fought for, come full circle. You know what I'm saying? And that to me was a beautiful, beautiful feeling. So his name was Carter Hamilton. And he's no longer here on earth with us, but he's in my heart and will always be a part of my life. So he was one of the guys that stood by me and helped me watch this dream come true. And I just wanted people to know that. I'd be remiss if I hadn't brought his name up and let everybody see the kind of support you can get when you have a dream that you want to be something that you want to share with people. So, you know, I might have sounded like I got a little emotional, but that cat he fought for me when nobody else even believed in me. So, and that's what makes a difference. And along the way, my kids and my wife, they've been right there supporting me. So stay with it, stay with your dream, and don't never give up. Because as long as you got the good intentions and the good heart and the good Lord will be right there for you. With that said, that's about all old man can do. I don't want to talk too long. I might go wrong if I talk too long.
Well, so with that being said, I just would like to once again just thank Mr. Charlie Brown, the Godfather of the Honda Goldwing. He's been doing this my entire life and before, and I just appreciate him, you know, just inspiring me to keep me motivated. And I just want to hang you your flowers while you're living, my brother, and say I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
Y'all guys, let me know what you guys think about this video. I want everybody to chime in on it, drop a comment, and let me know what you think about Mr. Charlie Brown trike builds. If you guys have met Mr. Charlie Brown, if you have seen his work, be sure to put that down in the comment section below. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video before my battery dies. We're gonna head out to Southern Honda Power Sports
for the giveaway.
For the giveaway, they're gonna be giving away a Honda Goldwing DCT today, and man, I might even win that. So, so we'll just catch you guys later. And I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. See you.
Take care.
All right.
See this right here? I put that on there to do a trick illusion of it goes over with the bag when I open it. But it looks like it's all one piece.
It does. It does.
Another one of Ultimate Seats. They did it for me, and I created this look because I wanted that brown in there. And somebody said, "Why? You never thought brown would look good on a black bike?" But it's the way I done it.
How does it sound?